Narinig niyo na ba yung mga salitang bored, boring, interested, interesting, tired, tiring? Sa lesson na ito ay ituturo ko sa inyo kung paano gamitin ang mga adjectives na nagtatapos sa ed and ing. Hi, my name is Myra Cagete and welcome to another video. Ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng adjectives? Generally, these are words that describe someone or something. Ginagamit ang mga yan para ilarawan ang isang tao o ang isang bagay. Some simple examples of adjectives are sad, intelligent, and difficult. Now, there are adjectives that end in ed and ing. Okay? May makikita kayong mga words na nagtatapos sa ed at saka ing, katulad na lang ng mga words na binigay ko sa inyo kanina. Bored, boring, interested, interesting, tired, and tiring. At ang tawag sa mga ganyang adjectives ay participle adjectives or participial adjectives. Magkaparehas lang yan. So, if you want to further study this lesson, yung mga keywords na pwede ninyong i-type ay yung participle adjectives or participial adjectives. So, ito yung mga mukhang verbs nga, but they function as adjectives in our sentences. There are two types of participle adjectives. Yung past participles, yung nga yung mga nagtatapos sa ed, at saka yung present participles, yung nagtatapos sa ing. Yung past participles are used to describe a feeling or an emotion. They are used to talk about how someone feels. So, ibig sabihin, ginagamit natin yung past participles na yan para i-describe or ilarawan kung ano ang pakiramdam or nararamdaman ng isang tao. Siyempre, pwede nyo rin gamitin yung past participles to describe or para ilarawan ang nararamdaman ng isang hayop. Because of course, animals have feelings too, right? So you can also use this kind of adjective to describe how an animal feels. The baby monkey is tired. Ang pinag-uusapan sa sentence na ito or yung subject ay yung baby monkey. Since singular siya, ang ginamit ko ay is. At syempre, yung adjective na tired. The baby monkey is tired. Kung nakikita ninyo, sinusundan ng tired ng ating adjective ang verb na is. The tired baby monkey is sleeping now. Pwede nyo ring ilagay yung past participle ninyo or yung adjective bago yung noun or yung word na dinidescribe niya, which is baby monkey. So yan yung mga karaniwang posisyon ng adjectives sa sentences. Number 1, it could be after your verb or yung linking verb. Number 2 is pwede siyang ilagay bago yung noun or yung subject na dinidescribe niya. Here are some more example sentences. The student looks confused. This confused student should ask for some help. Ang ibig sabihin ng confused ay nalilito. Lovely's dog is bored. The bored dog is waiting for its master. Ang ibig sabihin ng bored sa Filipino ay naiinip. Now, yung present participles naman or yung mga adjectives nga na nagtatapos sa ing or ing are used to talk about the characteristics of someone or something. Ibig sabihin, ginagamit natin ang ganyang klase ng adjective para ilarawan ang isang tao, isang bagay o hayop, lugar o sitwasyon. Kung yung past participles, yung mga nagtatapos sa ed, ay pwede natin gamitin para i-describe kung ano ang nararamdaman or ang feeling, emotion ng isang tao o ng isang hayop. Yung present participle naman ay pwede natin gamitin to describe the characteristics o yung mga katangian ng isang tao, hayop, bagay, lugar, sitwasyon, o ideya. So, ibig sabihin, pwede natin gamitin yan to describe anything. Take a look at these example sentences. Weekly meetings can be boring. Yung boring ay yung present participle or yung adjective na ginagamit para ilarawan yung subject sa ating sentence. At yan ay yung weekly meetings. Have you attended a boring meeting? Again, pay attention to the position of your adjective or yung mga participles sa inyong sentences. Sa unang sentence, nakalagay siya after ng be verb. Tapos sa second sentence naman, nakalagay yung present participle or yung adjective bago yung noun or yung subject na dinidescribe niya. Yung boring in Filipino ay nakaiinip o nakababagot. That lioness is terrifying. Yung terrifying, yung adjective natin o yung present participle na ginagamit para i-describe or ilarawan yung lioness. Don't mess with a terrifying lioness. Na terrifying sa Filipino ay nakakatakot. Okay, I'm going to be giving you a short activity. Are you ready? Let's start. I hope that you learned something new. Share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And I'll see you again next time.